further from subpolar low pressure towards polar high pressure in southern hemisphere, further from subpolar low pressure to polar high pressure in southern hemisphere, an ocean current develop but it has been obstructed by, who has obstructed? Antarctica and east wind drift, but it is obstructed by Antarctica and east wind drift. Under such obstruction, ocean current west wind drift with slow speed develop. An ocean current west wind drift with slow speed develop. और ये ध्यान में रखेंगे, ईस्ट विंड ड्रिफ्ट इज ऑल्सो सर्कुलेटिंग अराउंड अंटार्कटिका, एंड आई हैव सेड लाइक व्हाट आई हैव सेड, मैंने क्या बोला था कि पोलार स्टर्लीज ऐसे मूव कर रहा है एंड देन सी सरफेस ने क्या किया, कॉर्निश फोर्स लेफ्टवर्ड एंड देन देयर इज एन व्हाट ईस्ट विंड ड्रिफ्ट. सो देयर इज अंटार्कटिका एंड देयर इज एन व्हिच आई सेड दैट ईस्ट विंड ड्रिफ्ट. Further, when this current is coming from here, then Antarctica as a land mass and east wind drift as an what, acting as a border to not to go there, but they are obstructing it, and therefore its speed further decrease, and it is moving in the form of. Similar thing happened in here. It is also west wind drift. So west wind drift, it is everywhere in the Pacific also. Similar thing in the Pacific, but that become what? West wind drift. समझ में आ गया? Why do the west wind is in a drift? It should be fast, but why it is in a west wind drift is in a slope? The reason behind it has been obstructed by Antarctica and opposite direction movement of east wind drift, which has been developed by the polar stars. Understood it? Next point हम लोगों ने देखा, which one we have seen? Atmospheric pressure belts, and हमने बोला कि इक्वेटोरियल लो प्रेशर बेल्ट एंड सब पोलर लो प्रेशर बेल्ट इज व्हाट इज द लेवल ऑफ वाटर इज अप यहाँ पर, एंड देन पोलर हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट एंड सब ट्रॉपिकल हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट द विंड इज डिसेंडिंग, देयर लेवल इज व्हाट डाउन. इसके अलावा आई हैव सेड दैट एट सब ट्रॉपिकल हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट ड्यू टू लेस रेनफॉल व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, सैलिनिटी इज 36.5 एंड इक्वेटोरियल लो प्रेशर बेल्ट सैलिनिटी इज व्हाट 33-34 पार्ट्स पर थाउजेंड. तो ये लेवल 34 जहां पे सैलिनिटी कम होगी, लेवल ऑफ वाटर इज मोर, एंड वेयर द सैलिनिटी इज हाई द डेंसर इज मोर, देन इट व्हाट इज गोइंग डाउनवर्ड. तो जब वो नीचे जाएगा तो उसको फिल करने के लिए इक्वेटोरियल रीजन से आएगा, दैट वी हैव कंप्लीटेड. तो दे आर व्हाट इज एन सप्लीमेंटिंग ईच अदर, वन फैक्टर कैन नॉट बी ओनली इज रिस्पांसिबल फॉर दिस मूवमेंट. अंडरस्टूड? एंड ओशियन सरफेस पोलर हाई प्रेशर, व्हाट इज द टू रीजंस, व्हाट आर द टू रीजंस पोलर हाई प्रेशर व्हाट इज एन वाटर इज डाउन फास्ट? Polar high pressure level water is down. Yes. Density increases. Salt is reducing and the salt is going downward. वहाँ पे ice बनने की वजह से क्या होता है? When the ice is under the formation, then the ice releases salt. And when the ice releases salt, then the ice used to take the water downward. और जैसे ही आर्कटिक रीजन में water started going downward, the level water has gone down. And when the level of water has gone down, तो इसकी वजह से फ्रीजिंग से, क्योंकि आइस के अंदर salt cannot exist. And another is in a polar high pressure descending air. Understood it? The descending airs, what is making the things to be what? Pressurized. Clear? So these are the regions we have seen. Another, I said that precipitation. P for precipitation. What is the fourth factor I said that? P for precipitation. और आपको पता होगा इसका. Which regions are getting precipitation? Equatorial low pressure belt and subpolar low pressure belt. Equatorial low pressure belt how much? Yes? 200 to 400. And subpolar low pressure belt 150 to 200 through the temperate cyclone. और वो किसके थ्रू ले रहे हैं? Convectional rainfall. Equatorial low pressure belt it is through the. So therefore due to the mixing of fresh water that reduces the salinity and the level of water is uplifted and it creates a slope gradient and then it leads to the movement of ocean currents. So write down. Equatorial low pressure belt every day and throughout the year receives rainfall and average annual rainfall is in the range of 200 to 400 centimeter. 200 to 400 centimeter. Yes, how much it is? 200 to 400 centimeter, and whereas in subpolar low pressure through temperate cyclone and westerlies rainfall is in the range of 150 to 200 centimeter. 150 to this freshwater precipitation reduces salinity in this region. So under less saline and less denser condition, level of water is up in comparison to surrounding, which creates slope gradient to provide inertia of motion in the form of ocean current. क्लियर? तो इनको क्या मिल गया? एक मोमेंटम, दे हैव मोशन मिल गया, एक मोमेंटम आ गया. इज इट क्लियर? अब आप लोग थोड़ा सा समझते चलेंगे, फिर विल कम ऑन टू द व्हाट नेक्स्ट. इट इज कॉर्लिस इफेक्ट एंड टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस. आई सेड एंड देन यू कैन ड्रॉ. उसके बाद आपको अपने सो फर्स्ट ध्यान से देखेंगे. This is equator, and under the influence of this is northeast trade wind and this is a southeast trade wind. Under the friction of what northeast trade wind and southeast trade wind, there is a development of north equatorial current, and there is a development of which south equatorial current. Understood it? And it is, I said, that Cape Sao rock. Cape Sao rock, which I said that Cape Sao rock. And thereafter this region has got then a good amount of water, level of water, accumulation of water is also there. Due to, so what happened, one part of the ocean current which is under the influence of, which I said that under the influence of slope gradient towards subtropical high pressure, then ocean current started moving towards this, and when it is moving towards it, so one it is moving, यहाँ पे Antilles Island है, one it is moving east of Antilles, it is known as Antilles current, another it is moving, I said that west of Antilles through the Caribbean Sea into Gulf of Mexico. Again I said, this is a north equatorial current which has been developed under the influence of northeast trade wind, and then south equatorial current developed under the influence of southeast trade wind. And now this is in a south equatorial current, but due to I said that south Cape Sorrow, parts of south equatorial current also become and contributing momentum to what is I said that ocean current in the North Atlantic Ocean. Therefore, most of the part of one of the major chunk of south equatorial current is going onward, and this is Antilles current, and then in the Gulf of Mexico accumulation of water in the Gulf of Mexico. So this is an Antilles current, and this is when I said that you can be able to see this is an Antilles current, and from here you know that this is the Florida state of USA, and there is a Cuba, और यहाँ पे Florida Strait है, STRAIT, and thereafter the water comes out through this Florida Strait in the name of Florida current. Understood? And now Antilles current and Florida current get together, and they started moving in the form of, I said that, yes, tell me, Gulf Stream. Now they have got the momentum. Now under the influence of westerlies, they started moving, I said that, eastward. Understood it? And यहाँ से फिलहाल इतना ही समझेंगे. And from here one cold labrador current comes. It is coming from high latitude to low latitude, and they get together, and further this westerlies thrust him to move towards subpolar low pressure zone. So it has come toward this subpolar low pressure zone, and it is moving in the larger area. After meeting with them, they started moving in the open large area. Its speed reduces. And when the speed reduces, it becomes North Atlantic drift. What it becomes? North Atlantic drift. What it becomes? Thereafter, what happened when after in the subpolar low pressure it comes, they found in the polar high pressure and subtropical high pressure, I said that the level of water is down. Two factors. यहाँ पे क्या है? Subtropical high pressure belt and the density evaporation. And यहाँ पर there is a polar high pressure belt zone, and there is a what? Freezing. So the level of water it is reduced in this region. So one wind started moving from what is towards northeast drift, and another become southeast drift. What are the two formations? Northeast drift and which one I said that? Northeast drift and under the influence of polar, what is the level of what is down, but it is you know that यहाँ पर क्या है आपका? Some ridges and mountains are there. Some ridges, mountain range is there. Some plateaus are there. It has been obstructed. तो ध्यान से देखेंगे. This is, I said that it has been obstructed. One, due to the ocean bottom topography, there is a divergence took place. So one become like this Norwegian. This is a northeast drift. Northeast. I said that northeast drift is going like this, and further it has been bifurcated in the form of towards Iceland, and one is towards Norway. And towards the Norway it becomes Norwegian warm current, and one towards Iceland in the name of Irmingar current. In the name of, understood it? What are the two division of northeast drift? First, North Atlantic drift has been divided into two under the what? Polar high pressure, subtropical high pressure. Which are the two drift? Northeast drift and southeast drift. Further, northeast drift has been divided into two, and southeast drift will also divide into two. So northeast drift divided into what? Irminger current towards Iceland, and then one it is a Norwegian current towards Norway, and यहाँ पर मैं रुक जाता हूँ. This is clear? And यहाँ पर there is a southeast drift, and then southeast drift which is moving towards subtropical high pressure belt zone. Southeast drift which is moving towards subtropical high pressure zone, due to the bottom topography, it has also divided. One went towards the Bay of Biscay, one moved towards west of Africa. Bay of Biscay से होते हुए it is known as English Channel, another it is what? Canary cold current. Understood? Cold. And again this Canary cold current under the influence of northeast trade wind deflected towards right, and it becomes, yes, north equatorial current, and it completes in a North Atlantic gyre. Further, this Norwegian, I said that Greenland, melting of glacier will provide fresh water, and when it is providing fresh water means density will decrease, salinity will decrease, level of water. In this region, east of Greenland, there is a development of cold East Greenland current. Which current is developing? अभी वहाँ पे develop हो रहा है. Melting of what? Glacier, क्योंकि glacier, the Greenland tiltation is like this. Melting of, आप सोच सकते हो West Greenland में क्यों नहीं हो रहा है ऐसा? Melting it has created what I said, that making a, what is a fresh water accumulation, and fresh water